Hey everyone, my name is Travis and I am going to try to explain my setup for leading our team on the off chance that there's someone out there who has a Helix LT, a MacBook, and an iPad or tablet. So here's what I'm doing. I have a preset setup and we're in stomp box mode for those using the LT. So we'll go left from right. These guys are set up for preset switching, but that's really for when I play electric, not for acoustic. This is for acoustic, my acoustic setup only. So as you can see on our labels from left to right, we have page left and page right, which is these two guys here that are white. Page left and page right. And if we just touch it, it takes us to our command center. Another way to get to command center is the three lines and then command center here. And you'll see that we're on our page up switch and it's set to hotkey up arrow. And then if you come down to our other guy, you'll see it's set to hotkey, you guessed it, down arrow. So then we have that set up. A hotkey is just a keyboard command, so that when we hit those two switches, it's giving a keyboard command out the USB port to the computer that we're plugged into, that we're hitting up and down on the keyboard. So we come to our laptop, and there is a program in the App Store called One Keyboard. The first time, if you purchase it, that you open it, it will cue you to set it up. But I've already done that, so it does nothing except for add a little keyboard up to the top. And again, I've already set it up for my iPad via Bluetooth. You click on that, and boom, we're connected to our iPad. So what this program does is it transplants our keyboard commands. They're no longer controlling the computer, but via Bluetooth, they're controlling our iPad, which is set up over here with Planning Center Music Stand in our case. So when I push page right down on the keyboard, Bluetooth, it turns our page. And of course up is our back arrow, in case you accidentally hit it twice or such. Now our band actually uses Planning Center Music Stand's built-in metronome, which I like because it actually has really great organic sounds and not just a ridiculous robotic beeping in your ear the whole time. And it changes as the page turns. So when I hit down, computer over here, we get our metronome changing for our team, which is really convenient as a leader to have all of that happening at once with one button. And for anybody curious, the metronome is set to this volume pedal. It's just unplugged for today's purposes. So that's our page turner. Again, keyboard command to our keyboard that's transplanted via Bluetooth to our iPad, which is pretty neat. So then next we have our pads 1, 2, 3, and 4, which I have from these 4 purple guys. So again, we're going to go to our command center, and I have pad 1 set to MMC and stop. So now we come back to our computer, we take back our keyboard, and we open up a program called Mainstage. You have to have a Mac for Mainstage or a way to port it. If you're on a PC, I have a little setup that I've already pre-done that will open up. And in our setup here, we have just a simple 4 buttons, pad 1, 2, 3, and 4, just like on the floor. And then we have a kill switch in case anything goes wrong, of just a volume indicator, and a MIDI indicator that I put in there. But if we go to layout, you'll see that pad 1 button is set to MMC stop. So anytime we hit this, the button on the Helix, which is set to MMC stop, then whatever I tell this button to do, it will do. And so we have come to our button in edit mode. I have our button here. Oh, getting ahead of the game here. So we have our button. We have, you can set up a new map over there, which we've already done. Here's a list of backing pads that I've downloaded. They're available at worshiptutorial.com. They're not very expensive. Our first track is Fire. We click on that. We click on Playback, Transport, and Play/Stop from Start. So now that we have all of that programmed, we can come over here. We hit pad 1, and pad 1 will play, which is cool. Stop that. And then next we have pad 2. On pad 2 we have 2 maps. We have not only the play from start on our second pad, which in this case is E, or cloud in the key of E, playback, transport, play from start, but we also have a stop with fade out on our previous pad, which was A, fire in the key of A, playback, transport, stop with fade out. So now we come over here to this guy. We can play our first pad, which begins to play. As you see, it's going. And when we're ready, song's over, we're ready for song 2, a new key, new pad. We can hit pad 2, and it will fade out pad 1 and fade in pad 2 nicely. And as you could guess, well, let's go back to our command center. We have MMC stop and play and rewind, fast forward, and I thought pause was appropriate for our kill switch. And as you can see, we have 4 pads. We usually have 4 songs in our service, so that's why I have it set up to 4. You could add more or do a second preset if you have 5 or more songs. And then our last pad. And then it doesn't matter which pad you're on. Oh, if you're, stop that so you can hear. Our kill switch has 4 maps, and they're all set to our key and our pad and stop with fade out. Our key, pad, playback, transport, stop with fade out. Keypad, playback, transfer, stop with all 4. So it doesn't matter which one we're playing. When we hit our kill switch, it fades out. It's a panic button, it's the end of the set button, and everything. So then we open this, we get it all mapped out, and then we come and we open our keyboard transplanter, and then we're done with our computer for like the rest of the set, unless there's an emergency. And we don't have to look at it anymore. We just simply have a metronome / page turner / pad player, and it's worked out nicely. You could set these guys to do anything in lots of programs like Ableton, or a program you might have that I don't even know about. Set up your own key commands to fire all kinds of click tracks or backing tracks or anything. You can sync Ableton with your iPad. I don't know, the possibilities are endless. So this is just what I'm doing right now. Good luck, everyone.